Hello and welcome to this introduction of the ADES Framework. ADES ties together technical and organizational aspects of modern software development. We want to make agility effective in big product development and organizational contexts, support technical innovation with the right organizational model.
Many companies currently go through an agile transition, a digital transformation, or more technically, a microservices initiative. Often, these efforts only tackle organizational topics, methodology, or technological innovation in isolation. But having a good idea of isolated services is not going to work if developers don't feel responsible for the services or don't get feedback for innovation ideas.
Chances for success are actually highest if the agile process and organizational side and the evolutionary architecture technological side are not separated but aligned to improve the chances for success. The ADES framework combines these two sides effectively. Agile delivery improves organizational processes in iterations. It installs feedback and fosters responsible individuals. Evolutionary systems creates a technological environment that continuously evolves to support agile delivery and innovation.
Both pillars together describe 6 sectors that are important for the overall success. These sectors collect and combine industry-proven ideas and practices to improve the overall product development and organizational context. We would like to invite you to have a quick look at each of the sectors. We will go through the ADES sectors in clockwise fashion, starting with empirical process control on the agile delivery side. Agile delivery is based on empirical process control. That means we use data from the past to plan for the future. Our resulting progress becomes visible, which helps us in quickly reacting to new insights. In effect, we are able to continuously improve our processes and our results. The core ideas in this sector are: we need to know our business and customer-focused goals. We need to be able to validate assumptions through experiments, and we should value the last responsible moment. In an empirical approach, experiments drive empirical process control. Visibility of these experiments and our insights creates transparency, which enables us to generate and use feedback cycles. In the next sector, we'll have a look at feedback and transparency.
The precondition for successful agile delivery is transparency. It makes process data and technical variation visible and fuels continuous improvement. Feedback, automated or face-to-face, lets us distinguish good from bad decisions. It lets us learn about the technical and functional environment, and it keeps us grounded and effective. The core ideas include making your process visible, using communication as a feedback driver, and establishing proper fitness functions. A strong connection to draw is definitely the one to the ADES aspect of responsibility. Transparency makes responsible teams actionable. Fine-grained feedback makes responsibilities clearer and more explicit.
Accepting responsibility needs motivated people and a sense of ownership. With ownership, we mean the process and tools we use as well as the product we create. Motivation is a consequence of several factors. Feeling ownership for something is one of them. The core ideas in this sector are: focus on products instead of projects. Embrace your developers' freedom, and reduce dependencies. All of these ideas match with the next sector, verticality. There, we try to reduce dependencies by thinking about products in a holistic sense and from the customer's perspective.
Verticality structures our system into coherent domain aspects, making the domain the main driver for high-level design. Domain aspects are allowed to share technologies, frameworks, and concepts, but are not bound to it. Verticality therefore facilitates local experiments and architecturally independent system parts. The responsibility of teams working inside these contexts is comprehensible and more direct. With trends like microservices, self-contained systems, and domain-driven design fitting this sector, we have a high buzzword compliance for sure. Core ideas include structuring your system into independent domains, establishing a lean macro architecture, and caring for deep technical decoupling. With all this freedom for teams working inside a domain, a common concern revolves around the integrity of the system. How do we keep from creating a zoo of technologies and frameworks? How do we get focus into our innovation process? Feedback and transparency had some answers for us. The next sector, anti-viscosity, provides some more.
Robert C. Martin establishes viscosity as a symptom of rotting design. Developers who need to make a change to a system can either follow the rules of the software architecture and design or implement a quick hack. If doing the hack is easier than following the design, this is a symptom of viscosity. In other words, it is easy to do the wrong thing, but hard to do the right thing. Anti-viscosity abstracts this concept. It demands that following the architecture is the easiest path. High integrity is not enforced, but suggested. Again, we see some core ideas for this sector. Create soft standards and suggestions instead of hard rules. Provide organizational support and install principles and guiding values. All of these ideas typically lead to more motivation inside the teams, which again increases responsibility, as we have already seen. Yet they have a crucial precondition. The individuals and teams creating software need to have a high amount of technical expertise. We can summarize this as technical excellence, which we want to talk about next.
Competent and capable teams are a central aspect for evolutionary systems. In the decentralized world of incremental innovation, good developers need to identify problems, evaluate options, implement and deliver ideas, and work with the feedback they get. Therefore, technical excellence is a crucial part of the ADES framework that supports all other sectors. Core ideas include increasing cross-functionality, improve development practices, and automate everything. This sixth sector closes the loop of the ADES framework. The ADES framework organizes many concepts into its 6 sectors, has a lot of connections and links that are important when working on organizational change. The spider web in the middle of the ADES framework helps in structuring your actions and experiments. First of all, you can assess your status quo to find spots of underrepresented sectors. Experience shows that a well-balanced effort is more effective than excelling just one isolated sector of ADES.
It is absolutely okay to focus on one sector at a time, as long as the overall improvement over all the sectors is taken into account as well. So the spider web gives you status and direction in a pretty complex endeavor. If you want to learn more about ADES, the sectors and how they work together, please visit our website, adesframework.org. There you find information about the reasons for and the goals of ADES, as well as more detailed sector descriptions. In our blog, we describe concepts within the ADES framework in more details.
If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to contact us under info@adesframework.org. We are looking forward to hearing from you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.